Hello everyone, subscriber special. Oh my god, that was a bit of a tough one to get out there. A bit of a tongue twister actually. But we're now on episode 2, so I thought to myself just a minute ago while I was recording Resident Evil that I might as well start getting this started because I want to get Broken Sword finished soon rather than later, but hopefully before the end of April, being that it's now coming up to the middle of April now. We're on the 9th? Yeah, the 9th. Yeah, 9th. I know that because it's someone's birthday in 2 days. Not someone that I particularly like anymore. Anyway, enough said on that. We're going to continue with episode 2. So I'm going to show you the intro and we'll see. Well, I can't do a recap, unfortunately. But let's start episode 2.
Catalonia, the foothills of the Pyrenees. After a short flight and a long drive, Nico and I arrived at Castel del Sens. Back in London, we tracked down La Maledicció, and it started to unravel its secrets. The painting was a coded map to the location of the Tabula Veritatis, an ancient artifact which Father Simeon had claimed could raise the devil, for which he and others had already been murdered. We had to find the tabula before the killers. We knew they would stop at nothing. Let's just hope we got here before the bad guys.
Seems quiet enough.
Looks like nobody's been here for years.
Must have been a beautiful place once upon a time. You think the tabula is really going to be here?
Somewhere, if we can just decode the painting. Well, it looks deserted.
Deserted? I don't think so.
Did you see who it was?
No, the sun was in my eyes.
Looks like somebody's beating us to it.
But who? Maledicció?
Langham?
Whoever it is, we need to get in there.
All right. You make a diversion. I'll try and reach some cover. And be careful.
Are you kidding? You're the one who is going to get shot. The shots were coming from the house. I needed to distract the shooter so George could run through. The place looked run down and deserted. A rusty old helmet lay on the ground. Parts of the wall had fallen down. Climbing over the wall would not have been a great idea. The crumbling wall offered limited cover.
Alright, so very easy to get through here. You simply put that on there.
A helmet on a pole? Always useful. My phone had no service.
And we use this. No. Thank you.
I just hope this works. Are you ready?
Can't wait. Go! Oh no. I'd made it without getting shot, but I sure didn't feel lucky. Somehow I had to distract the shooter again, and this time I was on my own. With a ghost from the past giving me an evil stare.
I love how they put this in. I think it's brilliant.
The shots were coming from inside the house. The shots were coming from inside the house. The crumbling fountain wouldn't provide me with any cover. The crumbling fountain, the old tree offered cover from the shooter. Oh, heck. The apples were bruised. A pile of old brandy bottles had been discarded behind the car. Now then, old fella, you don't mind if I move your tire, do ya? No.
Alright, so the idea here is to throw one of the apples.
Go on, eat this, boy.
And then move the tyre.
The goat couldn't reach the apple pile.
Great.
Oh boy, you're gonna love this.
Whoops. I didn't mean to skip that. Sorry, guys.
The goat now had a whole pile of apples to tuck into. I tossed him my last apple. The goat was eating, but he still kept an eye on me. I'd moved the tire further away from the car. The side view mirror glinted in the sun.
All right.
I wasn't going to frighten the shooter with his own reflection. The sun was blinding.
Use the mirror on the sun.
I blinded the shooter. Time to make a dash for it.
Don't think I can't see you, senor. If you so much as move an inch, I shall shoot you.
The shooter was just an old man in a straw hat with a large gun. Senor, please, whoever you are, hold your fire. I'm not armed.
Good. That makes it easier for me to shoot you.
My name is George Stobart. I'm a friend.
I have no friends.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. All we want is a quick look inside the Castel.
I don't believe you. You are here to kill Senor Marquez.
Senor Marquez? He's alive? What, he'll vouch for us.
You don't fool me like that. Get out of here before I kill you.
Senor Marquez knows me, I swear.
And I know a lie when I hear one. Go now, or I shoot.
Wait, I have important information.
Vostè, venghi a me.
Do you understand what I am saying?
Try saying it and let's see.
Well, I'm George Stobart, and I come in peace. Do you mind putting that down? I've had a really bad day.
Guns don't agree with you?
No, and neither do goats. I've got bruises in places that, well, you know, places.
So leave.
We're here looking for something.
Well, go look for it somewhere else.
We were helping a man called Marquez in Paris.
He is my father.
I could see where she inherited her temperament. Your father? Well, he's our friend.
Why should I believe you? Show me proof.
Please, put the gun down. I'm not armed.
And I'm still not hearing an explanation.
I can understand the old man being edgy, but you look like a woman who's seen the world.
Nice work. You managed to insult Ramon and me in one sentence.
Alright, so we show her this.
I have your father's medallion.
So you're a thief too, huh?
Look at this photo.
It's old. Do I care?
We tracked down his painting, La Maledicció. Look.
Where did you get this?
In London.
All right. You better come with me, but no funny business, okay?
You know, you sound just like my friend Nico. Nico!
What's going on, Ramon? Who's out there?
Some crazy American. Don't worry. Eva will deal with him.
Papa. These people want to talk to you.
Eva, I thought we agreed to shoot intruders on sight. You? How did you find me?
It wasn't easy, senor.
We thought you were dead.
You were wrong.
They've brought you something, Papa.
Can it be? At last, La Maledicció.
Well, Senor Marquez, looks like La Maledicció hangs in its right place again.
Indeed. I have waited all my life for this.
But something interesting?
The painting. It is different. The face in the middle.
The one with the symbol of the Tabula Veritatis on it?
How do you know about the tabula?
A priest told me. Said it was the devil's work.
Pah! Priests. Full of lies, every one of them.
Oh, really? Well, this priest said that the tabula was an instrument to raise the devil.
Fool. Who would want to raise the devil?
But you do want to find the tabula.
Yes, because it is a Gnostic treasure. It is special, and my duty is to keep it safe.
I was sure that Marquez still wasn't telling me the whole truth. And now?
I shall decipher the painting and find the tabula. Before she died, my mother said that once the painting hung here again, its meaning would become clear, and the route to the tabula would be revealed.
So, what's the answer? Where's the tabula?
I don't know. The room has changed.
Was there something different about the room back then?
No. Yes. I don't know. You must help me.
Well, how? I'm not a Gnostic.
Senor, you must, because soon the Russian will be here.
He knows about Castel del Sants?
I regret, senor, that in Paris I told his sidekick a little too much.
Ah, well, I guess we'd better figure this out. And fast.
I'll go and keep watch.
Shoot on sight, remember.
Well, Nico, what now?
You try and work out just why the painting has to be in this room. I'll go and see if Eva knows anything.
Whether he knew it or not, I was sure Marquez had the answers.
Alright, so we're going to save the game, just so we can, well, so we can. Now this puzzle, when I first done it, it stumped me for, a long time. So I just could not work it out, and it was really frustrating for me because I wanted to work it out. So I'm actually going to put up a guide so I can actually work it out without looking at it for about 20 minutes or so, trying to work it out. Okay. Damn it.
Ramon, gun in hand, was peering through the old window. Excuse me? I'll leave you to it then. Ramon sure was a little light in the charm department. Senor Marquez?
Mr. Stobart?
If we're going to find the tabula,
Yes?
then you will have to help.
Of course.
I mean, by being totally honest with us.
When have I not been honest?
Tell me about the painting.
When I was a child, I would stand here for hours just staring at it. Who was the mysterious painter? The Serpent. And what did it mean, la Maledicció, the curse? I asked my father, but he just told me to be patient. He said that one day I would know everything.
Right, here we go.
Senor, can you decipher any of the painting?
The Tower of Saints, of course. I knew it was a castell. And the saints themselves are Gnostic. You see the woman in red?
The one you marked in the photo?
She is Mary Magdalene. We revere her as Christ's greatest disciple. The rest, I don't know.
The symbol on the face, it is obviously the tabula.
But the elements around it, I don't know.
Okay, talk to Marquez about and learn about the justice in the painting. Marquez will allow George to keep the medallion for now.
I think this is yours.
My medallion? Where did you find it?
It was left in Nico's neighbor's apartment. Do you want it back?
No. You keep it for now. It has a meaning, a purpose. Perhaps you can find out what.
Sure. Just let me know if you ever want it back. When were you last here, Senor?
Not since that day when my father was killed.
So why did the painting bring us here?
As I said, because only here in this room will its clues become clear.
Why is the Tabula Veritatis so important to the Gnostics?
It is an object of immense power. My ancestors kept it safe for hundreds of years. They brought it to Catalonia as exiles long ago. In any generation, only one Gnostic knows its exact location. My father, Xavier, was the last of these. He knew dark forces were gathering, but I was too young to learn the secret. So he commissioned La Maledicció, embedding clues to the location of the tabula within the painting.
But what is the Tabula? What does it do?
I do not know. I know only that in the wrong hands it would be catastrophic for mankind.
What happened back in Paris? We thought you were dead.
A man came to the apartment looking for Miss Collard. He mentioned the stolen painting owned by a Russian. Obviously, I informed him that I was the true owner.
Obviously.
Next thing I knew, this thug had me pinned to a chair and was threatening to shoot me. So I told him of the Castel, and while he telephoned his boss, I hit him with the little China dog.
Guess he didn't know you were the pugnacious type. So, Eva is your daughter?
She was a gift from God, late in my life. One day she will find room for Gnosticism in her heart. I am sure of it.
Why would a Dominican priest, Father Simeon, describe the Gnostics as evil?
That order was founded specifically to fight heresy and to eradicate Gnosticism. Behind their backs, the Dominicans were nicknamed the Dominicanes, or Hounds of God. For years, these dogs hunted down and butchered my people. They called us heretics, but in truth, they sought to find and seize the tabula.
Take a look at this sketch.
It is the face in La Maledicció.
It was drawn by the man who restored the painting.
Then he knew of the tabula veritatis. What other secrets did he uncover?
I don't know, but he's dead now.
Just as well. The fewer that know the secrets of La Maledicció, the better.
So this is you with your mother and father?
Indeed, taken in this very building many years ago.
Father Simeon, the Dominican priest, was carrying these papers when he was killed.
So?
You're not interested in him?
I have no interest in priests or their papers, senor.
Did I ever mention Trevor?
The old cockroach in a matchbox trick, eh?
Ah, you know it.
It's nearly as old as ferret in the pants.
I'm getting out of touch. He wouldn't want to see it. He probably...
You shall get back to it.
Alright, well, we're going to look at the painting now.
Marquez said that the painting contained clues only a Gnostic could solve. But when it was back in this room, all would become clear. The plinths looked like they could be rotated. The plinths looked... The painting held all the answers. The Tower of Saints had led us to the Castel. I wondered where the other clues would take us. There was a tower within the ring. Maybe it indicated a place? Inside the ring was what looked like an affluent town. Within the ring, there were a number of houses. It was a village or a small town. Inside the ring was a castle gate. I had no idea what it signified. The priest appeared to have a padlock through his mouth. He was pointing down to the ring below him. It was the figure of a priest, but with a dog's head. The figure was pointing up at a ring above him. It was a castle of saints, Castel de Saints, in Catalonia. It was a tower of tormented souls. They looked like the damned. The bearded figure was similar to the one on the fireplace in the hall. I wondered if there was a connection. The orb in the old man's hand glowed with a green light. The figure of the young man was just like the one on the front of the fireplace. It couldn't be a coincidence. The youthful figure held a glowing blue orb in his hand.
Alright, so we've had a look at the painting. Now let's have a look at the actual carved figures.
An old man with a beard was carved into the front of the fireplace. It was very like one of the figures in La Maledicció. Carved into the fireplace was a young man holding an orb. The halo reminded me of the figure in the clouds in La Maledicció.
Okay. Look over here. Statue over here.
There was a piece of stone on the ground. It looked like a discarded statue.
Okay, so we need to
It was the lower half of a green, barefooted statue. The door was locked. There were spent bullet casings lying amongst the rubble. What exactly happened here? It looked like this part of the castell had taken some damage. The end of the passage was blocked off with rubble.
I love the fact that, you know, I just love this game. I just think it, you know, it was by, you know, money from the fans. They done what they said they were going to do, and they gave us a game that we all loved, and went back to what they did so perfectly in the beginning.
Signor, can we talk?
Well, I can. Can you?
What I meant was...
I'm busy.
So, until you came here, you knew nothing about the castle?
Didn't know, wasn't interested. I better get back on guard in case anyone else shows up.
Your father needs our help, Eva.
My father needs rest, peace, and quiet. Not more of this Gnostic nonsense.
So, what did you find out?
Not a lot. Eva thinks her father's losing it. She doesn't have much time for Gnosticism. She's never been here before. In fact, Marquez never even talked about the place. As far as I can tell, she and her father never got on. She left home the moment she could.
I don't blame her. So, why is she here now?
Marquez begged her, said he was in danger. I guess maybe I'll go inside and have a look around too.
Tell me if you find anything. I'm not having much luck so far.
Okay. I think we're going to go on for an hour in this video, just to get things moving.
The blue-colored statue was robed with a bald head and bare feet. Hello, Eva.
Signor Stobart.
Please, call me George.
I'd rather not. When are you and your girlfriend leaving?
Actually, she's not my girlfriend.
I don't know what your scam is, Signor. You may have fooled my father, but you don't fool me.
Well, I can sure see where you get your manners from. What do you know about La Maledicció?
My father has been obsessed by it all his life. He thinks it's full of secret messages. I think it's a crock of
Sure you do. Nico tells me you don't really know about Gnosticism.
Don't know, don't care. And I don't need saints and gods telling me how to live my life.
I can see why you and your father don't get along. So, you don't know anything about Gnostics?
They're a religious sect. They belong in the past. My father's obsessed with them, and that's all I know.
Do you recognize this?
It's my father's medallion. He said he lost it.
Yeah, he left it in Paris. Do you know anything about it?
When I was a kid, he never let it out of his sight.
Do you know anything about this statue?
I've seen a few of them lying around. I guess the fascists smashed them up in the war.
This is your family, right?
Looks like it.
What do you make of this?
They're sketches of my father's painting.
The artist paid for the knowledge with his life.
Figures. That painting brings bad luck to everyone who gets near it.
Do these notes mean anything to you?
Some old religious texts. So what?
Eva wouldn't be... Have you seen Maledicció's provenance for the painting?
I plan to shoot this Maledicció on sight. I don't need his paperwork.
Eva wouldn't want to see it. Here, these are for you.
I hate flowers.
I should have guessed.
What? What? It said the. Did you see that? The fucking subtitles were different than what she said. Thank you, George. They're lovely. And she goes, "I hate flowers."
She probably wouldn't care.
What?
Any more thoughts on the statues?
They're just old stones.
Any more thoughts on the...
They're just...
Eva, meet Trevor. You don't have a problem with him?
No, my bar is full of them.
Tell me about yourself.
I left home as soon as I could, lived a bit, and now I own a bar in Marseille.
That explains why you know how to use a gun.
No, senor. I learned how to use a gun so I could get rid of vermin.
Eva was a real charmer. Tell me about Ramon.
Apparently he worked here when he was a boy. A loyal servant, even though the family left and never came back. More fool him.
He's got an interesting line in burps.
You should feel privileged.
Really?
It means he likes you.
Tell me about your father.
When my mother died, he brought me up.
As a Gnostic?
He tried to teach me that stuff. Said I had a religious vocation. Turns out I didn't. On my 18th birthday, I left home and never went back.
Anything else about the painting you can tell me?
My father says it has a special connection with this house. From where I stand, this house is a place of murder and violence, which is why I want nothing to do with it.
Your father scribbled some notes on this photograph.
So, we have the painting. What do you need a bad photograph for?
Eva wouldn't be interested. I have this aftershave. What do you think?
I think you should keep it to yourself.
Another thing that wasn't matching up with the text.
Cookie?
It looks disgusting. I'll pass.
There was no way I was going near that goat again. The wind chime was made from old tin cans and other rubbish.
Alright, so what do we need to do with these statues?
I Had to get closer before trying that. The Maledicció, back in its rightful place. But what were the clues? That was never going to happen. That was almost a great idea. Almost.
I know what to do. Okay, so we need to put the broken green statue on the left plinth and rotate it 6 times. 4, 5, 6. Then we need to do the blue statue on this plinth and do it 6 times as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there you go.
Ah, what is this? A staircase. I never knew. We must go up. We don't have much time. Stairs. Always stairs.
Oh my God, look at this.
George? George! What's this? A piece of burnt paper with the word Wolfram. That sounds familiar.
Wolfram. I curse that name forever.
What do you know about Wolfram, senor?
Wolfram. I spit on the name.
What is Wolfram?
It was a mining company, run by a murdering swine called Gainen. In the Civil War, they backed the fascists. In return, Gainen was given soldiers to do his dirty work. They came here, brought their bloody war to this house, and killed Senor Xavier.
They shot Xavier? Senor Marquez's father?
I was just a boy, but I remember like it was yesterday. Shot him and his friend Hernandez, like animals.
Why did they come here?
They were searching for something, but they brought death with them. But there is one thing I have never understood. Xavier tried to escape through the library. But the library windows are barred. It is a dead end.
This Kenan, who was he?
He was Swiss, a businessman, and a murdering swine.
So what did he want here?
I don't know. When he wasn't torturing the locals, he disappeared to the library. Spent weeks in there, making notes and studying maps. His men, they crossed the whole of Catalonia searching for something.
Did they find it?
Who knows? One day, Gainen just disappeared. He never came back. An accident, perhaps, in the mountains. May his soul rot in hell. The soldiers didn't stay long to search for him. They hated him too.
The name Genan was familiar. He was the person who had tried to buy La Maledicció. A coincidence? Perhaps.
There is no such thing as coincidence.
So, when the soldiers left, you took back the house?
Yes. A few years later I returned and cleaned the place up. It broke my heart. I locked the library. I could not bear to touch Gainen's papers.
So you have lived here for a long time?
All my life. My father served here before me. In fact, he named me after Senor Xavier's favorite saint, Saint Ramon. patron saint of the falsely accused.
That's nice.
Not really. The Moors put a padlock through his mouth.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess there's a lesson there for all of us. Can I have a look at the library?
No, I have kept it locked to honor the memory of Senor Xavier.
Please, this is important.
I lost the key.
You lost it?
That evening when I locked it up, I drank to the memory of Senor Xavier. The cellars were well stocked, Senora. It was a long night. I hid the key, then forgot where I hid it, so it is lost. That was all that was left in the morning. I haven't touched a drop since.
I needed to find out what Ganon had been working on in that library.
And we will find out what he was working on next time, guys. So, as always, I thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye for now. Is that all for the things going up at this edge? Good. Alright, see you soon, guys. Ta-ta for now.